Alright, it's time for the second video of the ceiling project. And as of today, I finished all the strapping. I did this for two reasons. Number one, I want no butt joints in the ceiling drywall. So by going across the joists, I can eliminate butt seams entirely. And then secondly, I can, with the use of the shims, I can get a level ceiling with half-inch drywall, which is the plan. And I also want to take this video to kind of document where everything was. So I can hang it back up again once I finish the job. Got the old guitarist there underneath the now 2x4 in beam. One of the cycling videos. It's very important to match my guitar hangers with my guitars. So that's all four of those. And of course, Eric is over here by my desk. My picture of my hometown. My wonderful grandparents. My degrees over here by the desk. Wiring, I'm going to move that light in between these strapping. I'm going to add another one here. I've got all this pretty much figured out where all the new lights are going to be. In fact, that's the next job. And I'm not so sure yet what I'm going to do with this. I had a switch outlet up there. I have painted black just in case. I don't really need it. But I may as well document where the wire is, and it's right there along that joist. I think it's the second to the last joist. You could see where the thing used to be mounted because the black paint is not covering that area. Alright, so everything is pretty much where I'm going to put it. Smoke detector will be somewhere around here. And I think that about does it. So this will be a short video. I think I used 25 2x4s and then about 5 or 6 for this thing, for the beam. I mean, I went a little overkill, yes, I realize that. Could have used 2x2s or 2x3s, but you know, for a little bit more cost, I think that 2x4s are straighter, more plentiful at the average Home Depot or whatever. And yeah, so 150 bucks worth of wood and screws. I've got a nice flat base from which to hang the drywall. And I guess one last thing was, by coming down a full 1.5 inches, the thickness of the 2x4, you can see that I'm right at the top edge of the concrete poured wall. So when I add that 1/2 inch piece of drywall, you won't see that anymore. I'll be able to trim that out with cove molding, and it'll give me a nice finished edge along the top of the concrete, where the concrete is. And of course, I'll have drywall joints, ceiling to wall, wherever there's wall drywall. So everything will be nice and finished. I know that I wanted to have black ceiling when I first did this job, but again, with the coronavirus, I wanted to make sure that I had something to do. And then of course here in the gym, with all of this, all these services and whatnot, It makes no sense to drywall in here, so I'll just leave it flat black. And in this area here will be completely finished ceiling, and I probably will get credit for the extra space here once the ceiling's done in terms of living space, because it's no longer a partially finished room, it's fully finished other than the concrete poured wall. But because I finished that with the faux brick paint, I'm thinking that they'll give me credit, they being the people that come in and when you move, can't think of the name of them right now, but they assess